how can we start building this one. The first thing we need to the first step, we need to place the object based on the picture. We need to place an object there, and I want to change the size of this object. We can see the size here is 40 millimeter by 20, which I expect that 40 by 20, it's gonna be like a triangle. So we can change the value from here. I can change the length from here. We can make this 40 and we can keep the width 20. Okay, and for the height, it wants me to make like 10 millimeter the tall, so we can make it 10 millimeter. This is a way. There is another way I can change the measurement. I can select the object, and if you see we have some small white dots, I can click on them, and when I click on them, I can click on the number there, and I can type the value as I wish. I'm gonna keep it 20 for this project. Now, step number 2, after I designed this object or this house, or sorry, this shape, I want to duplicate this shape. So I'm gonna tell you why we need to duplicate it. I'm gonna select this object, and then we will go to duplicate. Okay, or we can press Ctrl D or Command D if you are using a MacBook system. Okay, once you click on duplicate, you think that there is nothing happen, but we have another copy, but the other copy or the new one, it's on the same position of the first one. So when we move it, you will notice that we have 2 copies. I can make Command Z to take the copy back to the original place. Now, for this place, I want to reduce the size of the second shape, the duplicated one, to be smaller than the first one. The reason, because if you remember, when you saw the picture of the house, we said we want the house to be like empty from inside. We want to have like a big hole. So I'm going to design or to duplicate the shape and make the duplicated one transparent to make the house from inside like a hole. Let me show you what I'm saying. Now, I'll zoom in to the design, to the shape, and I'll select one of them. I want to reduce the size 2 millimeter from both sides, like from all directions or all sides. We can do this by clicking on the white dot, or we can type here, like this is 40, I'm gonna make it 30, 38. And the same thing for the width, I'm gonna make it 20, I'm gonna make it 18. Okay, if you notice, if you look at this, let me show you how it's gonna look like. Now we have here a shape and we have another one out. Okay, and for the height, the main one, or the first shape height is 10 millimeter. I want to make it, now I'll make the second one, I want to make it 12 or 13. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want. So you can see the second one and you can differentiate it than the first one. Now for this one, I want to change the color of the second shape to a whole or to transparent. Okay, so the color will be converted to something like this. Now, to have the whole effect, or to make it like as we saw in the first picture, I just need to select the 2 objects or the 2 shapes, and then we will group them together. Now we have this hallway inside my house, and by this way we we finish like almost half of the project. In this part of the tutorial, I am going to show you how can you design the arcade doorway, so we can have this door, or we can have a door on this side. To design the door, to design anything, we can combine more than one object together to get something different at the end. Like if I want to design an arcade door, we can take this object and then let me close this one, and we can take, which is this object, it's the box, and we can take the round roof there. Okay, and now I can pull this round roof on the top using this small triangle. I can use this small triangle while I'm selecting. Make sure that you are selecting the round roof shape, and then you can find the black triangle. You can click on it and pull it up. And now when you pull it up, you will have like an arcade door shape. The next step, I want to combine both of them. I want to group them to have one object. To group them, I can select both of them together. Make sure that you're not selecting anything else but these two parts. And then we will go to group. You will notice that the color of the door or of this object changed to one color because it's one object now. Now, I want to resize it to be something smaller than this size so I can place it over here. So we changed the sizes of this object, and now I'm going to drag it to place it in the middle so we can design the door, the house, the door house. Okay, I can change the view to make sure that it's in the middle, it's in the center. And now after that, I'm gonna make this one transparent, and then we will select the two objects to group them, and as you see, you will find the door. In this part of the video, I am going to show you how to cover the house by adding a roof. To add a roof, you need to place a roof shape on the work plane. I'll take this one, and then while you're selecting the roof shape, you need to use the black arrow, which is this one, the small triangle on the top, to raise the shape or to pull it up by 10 millimeters. The tall of your house is 10 millimeters, so you want to raise this 10 millimeters to place it on the top. So I'm gonna pull this up. It's more than 10 millimeter. Let me make sure. I'll change the view. It's 14. I can make it 10 millimeters. So this is the height of this roof. Now we want to place it. We will align it, move it, and place it over here so you can cover the house, and then we will use the navigation tool to rotate around and make sure that it is it's like it's aligned, and then we will pull. I'm gonna pull this one to cover the whole things. Yeah, so this is my house, and later we can personalize it by adding some letters when you go all the way, or some add your name there. Thank you for watching.